Alright guys, it's PK, Adam, UBA God, you already know what I mean, you already know all my names. Um, Here with my first draft analysis for the Blazing Inferno Apes and BA. Just a quick look at my team. It's not the fastest team at all. Probably the least fastest out of all the drafts. Haven't looked at anyone else's draft really. Got a lot of dark weaknesses, but we have some resistance to that. And we got a couple psychics as well, which is a problem. And a couple steals. But nothing Adam can't fix, Just a great battler. Now, for my first pick, I picked Heatran. So, originally, I was thinking the day before, I was like, alright, I'm going to pick Tapu Koko because I never used him in draft. And I was like, I want to start using him. But, knowing my short-term memory loss, I forgot. And I was like, alright, let me just try to use Heatran in a better way than that SIL. Because I used Heatran and Mega Scizor, and I wanted to reuse that core again. So, of course, I picked Heatran first. Heatran's definitely a special attacker, but for some reason, I've seen some choice band Heatran, and I'm not like I might run it, bring some heat. So Heatran has a decent move pool, and it's a really good Z user. It's not the fastest mon, so sometimes you might want to run Scarf, especially on the slow team, but no. And it's a defensive mon too, but it's hard to run defensive, especially in draft. So I don't know if I'll run defensive, but I am intrigued in that Stealth Rock, Taunt, Toxic, Roar. I might. And I did slap a Z move on it. Had the Ice MZ on it. It could run Dragon MZ, Earth MZ, Fire MZ, Steel MZ, Rocky MZ. Like, it's not a bad mon. But, perfect mon to go with it's Bulu, and I didn't get Bulu, so kind of hurt, but I did get Hydreigon, and I never used Hydreigon since like probably Gen 6 OU, but I know it's still great, and looking at stats, it's all well around. Like, it's the second fastest mon on my team, which is not impressive, but especially if it's lower than 100, kind of annoys me. But it was my mistake. Wasn't paying attention. Can run special, can run offensive. It's good with Z, but I didn't put a Z on it because I'd rather have Heatran with Z, and I'd rather run this as a Scarf. Even if I don't want to run it Scarf, I can run it Taunt. I can give it Specs. I think it's just a great pick, and it has Levitate, which is great for switching in, and yeah. Now, here's the pick that probably is the most beneficial for my team. Arachnid. Great special defense, pretty decent defense, HP, horrible speed. Just going consistent in my speed tiers, But sticky webs. It looks like if I don't fix my speed tier, I'm gonna have to run sticky webs every week, which is not great, but it's doable. His move pool is not the best. It's decent. Water bubble gives it a really great attack for Stallmon, or should I say Hazard Centermon. There's nothing else to say about it. Yeah. And here's Metagross. So I think this was like my 8th round pick. Metagross obviously has great attack and defense, decent special defense, decent special attack, great HP, especially for a mon like him. But again, the speed. and it just shows how consistent my speed tiers are, even though they're not great. You could run rock polish, agility, so for Metagross, it's not as bad. Um, though I was looking when I picked Metagross, I was like, this another stealth rocker. It resists rocks, and looking at my whole team, I don't have a problem with resisting rocks, and I should have noticed that before. But Metagross doesn't show his value. Definitely, we could train him for a different mon in tier 3, I think. So yeah, it's a great move pool though. Can run offensive, defensive, attacking, special attacking. There's a lot of items that can go with this. We can run also Assault Vest, Banded, Life Orbs, Rocky Helmet even. So yeah. And here's Messeret. So originally I wanted Uxie. I was gonna pick up Azelf after this, but then I was like, that's fair enough. But looking back at it, I kind of should have picked Azelf just for speed tier again. But Messeret does not have bad speed, and its defensives and attacks are great, and its HP is great for what defensives it has. Um, Great move pool, like really good stealth rocks again, which was what I was looking for. Healing Wish if I really want to go to that much heat. Sorry, that was my phone. U-turn. Forgot to mention Hydreigon has U-turn. Probably know that. Knockoff. It's more of just a utility mon. It's not bad. Put some hacks on it. It's not bad, not bad. And I could also sell Trick Room with it. And looking at my team, Trick Room might work, even though my team's not a Trick Room team. It's just slower than most of the other teams on draft. And yeah. Here's my other Z user. And I only slapped the Z moves on this because I wanted Heatran to have a Z, so I had to put a tier 5, and this was my only tier 5. Now Xatu has Magic Bounce, and this was my last pick, and I was just like, what mon can help me take away those hazards? Has Defog, has Magic Bounce. I don't think I'll be running Defog. This thing even has Synchronize if I really want to play with it. Tailwind's great. Sucker Punch is great. Looking at stats, it's not really an offensive mon, even though it has quite a good offensive attack. But move pool. The special attacks are great. It does have quick attack if I want to really run that, but I actually like this pick, even though it's another psychic pick and we just passed 3 psychics. I like this pick, and these two could definitely be traded. I think I'm going to keep Xatu as a tier 5, but don't be surprised if I do trade him. Great speed, too. So it was another late pick, and I was like, I need more speed. And I think Xatu does help me on that one. Now here's for my Mega. Like I said, I wanted the core like an SIL after I noticed that I didn't pick Coco. So I picked him as my 3rd pick, and apparently I sniped Reggie, and I forgot who else, Cody. And then Reggie got sniped for Sizzler a pick before, so sorry about that. And it's not like I haven't been sniped. I think I was sniped 3 times in a row, which is kind of weird. I got my first option sniped, my backup option sniped, and then my another mon that I was gonna snipe. That was my pick, gonna be my pick after that, but I decided if I got those 2 sniped, I would have just picked that one. But it didn't work out for me, so that's why my contract's a little whack, but it's alright. Pretty happy with it. Scizor has a great move pool, and it's an amazing defogger, an amazing knockoff hitter. I would say second best to Mega Deontay. Great knockoff user, great U-turn user, great Swords Dance, even run Tailwind or Toxic, has superpower. You know, I don't usually find a need to use superpower. Bullet Punch would always be running on it. For some reason, if you want to special run Air Slash, you could have agility on this. Just great mon, and pretty happy with this pick too. Though his speed is not the best, but his defensive should make up for it. Typing is not good for taking special attacking hits, but has great special attack. His HP is a little nah, but again, his defense should make up for it. On to my next pick, Togekiss. So Togekiss was my fourth pick, and I was thinking I had Heatran, Hydreigon, Scizor, and Arachnid, and I was like, I have the start to my Water Fire core, I have the start to my Dragon and Steel core, I need a Fairy, or I need a Grass, and I was looking at all the Grass mons up there, and I was like, I think a Fairy mon would benefit me more, and usually Fairies benefit more in draft anyways, so picked up Togekiss. It's another great defogger. I'm just trying to get rid of the hazards, and I noticed that that might be my mistake because looking at my team is not weak to hazards, and but Togekiss is a great Wish Passer and a great heal Bell, and with the ability of Serene Grace, just slap an Air Slash on that, or even if you want to bring Ancient Power, it's just great and has a really good move pool. Soft boiled, slap a little tailwind on that to make our team a little faster. Seismic toss, psychic, dazzling gleam, flamethrower. I don't see what's wrong with this pick other than there could be better, faster fairy mons out there. Its defensives are great if we want to run a defensive. Its speed is mid tier. It's better than the 70s, so I'm pretty happy with that. Heatran is weak to ground, not weak to fire, which is great. So Togekiss just is there. Togekiss is weak to steel and electric, and we covered that on our next mon, which was our next pick after that, I think. So yeah, Nidoqueen, Nidoqueen. With a 76 speed, it's not great at all. I think Nidoking was the other option, but oops, did not mean that. Nidoking 85 speed. Looking at this, I was like, do I want more defensive or more offensive? And I was looking at my team and I was like, I have two going to be run more offensively, and then I have Mega Scizor, who's more offensive and his special defensive doesn't count, and I've already drafted Togekiss, and I took the dumb way, and I looked back at this and I was like, maybe I should have drafted Nidoking, but Nidoking's not a great stealth rocker, and I want more of that versatility in this, and I decided to draft Nidoqueen, and that 85 speed could have helped in this draft still, but 76, and I can run this really defensive, and it still works, and Sheer Force still breaks walls, while this is going to be more of a wall. Probably run, there's Rest, Sucker Punch, Rocks, Taunt, Toxic Spikes. There's really nothing bad with this mon other than Nidoking could have helped this draft a little more. So yeah. Now here's Trick or Treat himself, and I really wanted to run Z on this mon, but I just wanted to run Heatran, and this was not a tier 5, it was a tier 4, so it couldn't happen. But this mod still can work. I was looking at this, and it has good offense, pretty good attack, really good defense, and special defense, decent speed. Can't run special attack moves, and I was like, why? And its move pool is great. It's just there's a couple special attack moves that would really help this mod, and there's no way to really run them, unless you're gonna run specs on this thing or Life Orb. And Life Orb's not a bad option, but to have this as more of a trick room setup, especially for this team, really works well. And even with Destiny Bond or Explosion, you can run Flame Charge on this and just rack up your stats, and then Shadow Sneak. So I was looking at this mon and I was like, the only physical stab it has for Ghost is Shadow Sneak, and this has Foul Play, which I really appreciate. I was just I was just a little disappointed that I had no other mons because I needed that Ghost mon and I needed Grass mon and I had 2 picks left and it was just kind of a cornered pick. So, but I still don't think I've done the worst with this pick, but it's actually not the best. And again, it has Leech Seed, so still great. We can run dual screens on this, which I might do, might not. Finally, my last pick, Manectric, or my second to last pick, excuse me. Lightning Rod, special attack. Run special attack on this. Overheat, discharge, thunderbolt, volt switch. We can run this physical attack. Red wild charge. Don't think this mon was bad. Just bad defenses. I was thinking of Electros, but Electros has 50 speed, and this is the point where I noticed I was like, fuck. Didn't draft enough speed tiers, and this is my fastest mon, which is kind of embarrassing. Can definitely run Scar, Volt Switch, Specs. It's not a bad mon. It's just is it the mon that I really needed? And looking at all, and this is a big server, so not a lot of mons left to be drafted. Gonna try to be looking for trades, even though trades rarely happen. Electric's another mon. I only have 3 free agent picks, by the way, so I need to see what I can do against Zypher week 1. And even then, it might not be a lot, and just have to try my best. But Roar again, there's no right way I can run that defensively. Now, I was thinking this had grassy terrain, but it doesn't. This has electric terrain. For some reason, if I want to run electric terrain, and then I don't know. I have some weird heat, and if the league's not looking as good for me, which I hope it does, because I really want to prove everyone else wrong, then I might bring some whack plays, whack sets. But for now, I really want to prove everyone that I deserve to be in this league, and I am not going to be a 1-11 player or 0-12. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you watched the whole thing, going to be looking for those PR rankings, and I might do another video on talking about PR rankings and what's right and what's wrong. But I think my draft is pretty decent and on typing coverage because even though I might have 3 psychics and 3 steals, Heatran takes all the fires. We have Hydreigon, Mega Scizor, Togekiss, Xatu, Ice to take those ground attacks. And I don't find many weaknesses other than my speed tier and health. That's why we have Togekiss for Wish Passing, and we have Xatu also for Wish Passing, which I did not mention. So yeah, thank you again. Talk to you soon. Bye.